Virgo. Virgo, April 2022. Let's do your Lenormand reading for 2022, April 2022. 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 months, 3 years from now. It won't matter because this reading finds you when it's supposed to. So it is. Virgo. What's going on with you, Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo. It seems like you're keeping some information to yourself, and it's a burden. And there's this unforeseen troubles. Deep down, you are experiencing something that you don't even know you're experiencing because you're holding on to this. These secrets may have to do with other people, someone who's popular maybe, and the choices that are exposed. This could be a burden of trouble with authority of somebody else. Or could be yourself. Doesn't have to be. If it's a secret and you've been having some trouble with somebody, it might cause you trouble down the road until you get the answer. And the answer lies with the world at large and maybe being seen for these troubles. The secrets are pretty big. And there's a number of different ways you can go about handling this. Or you don't know which way to go in terms, or where to go in terms of handling this. But there is a new path at the end of all this for you. Around the time of Easter, I see this being somehow significant for you. For some reason, that's a psychic hit. a burden of exposing the unforeseen. Spiritually exposing the unforeseen. There is some sort of troubles along the path that need to be answered for, or are the key, the troubles or the burden or sacrifice requires a choice to be able to get to the end of the rainbow. Exposing secrets, or expressing knowledge of something that's going on out in the world or publicly. It's a public path. So there's an expression of secrets, and there's this sharing those secrets, probably for the first time, is what I'm getting from this. It's a new path for you. So exploring the public, or letting the public explore your secrets. And so there is this duality of day and night. What was once exposed now is expressed. This burden, this challenge you might have had, might have been the secret. There might have been something about you that you were keeping to yourself, that you didn't want everyone to know, because you didn't want to have to answer for it. You didn't want that to be the answer or the reason for things. You wanted to make your own path. It seems like whatever this unforeseen thing was, it's lucky for some reason. A lucky way into something. Probably popularity or recognition of your troubles, or other people recognizing your troubles or being able to relate to your troubles. The public being able to see some kind of struggle or burden that they didn't see before, and their relation to it, or they're admiring you for it. A path of sacrifice. So this could be you choosing this, if this is what happens, could be a huge sacrifice. But it might be lucky. There's luck here. There's the key in the clover with the bear. There's a little something that's unforeseen that becomes bigger. And when it's bigger, it's seen for what it is. Neither good nor bad. It is this animal, this thing. And it's the answer that you've been looking for some reason. And it's like night and day, or day and night. It's so funny how this is showing up. So the secret information is at the top of the reading. And it's as almost if There's good and there's bad about this. But it's almost if those good and bad things are kind of got their own good and bad things about them as well. There's a cycle here. Something that's been a burden and a big pain in the butt ends up being the answer to your problems, or the answer to some kind of public argument, or public strife. There's some kind of learning the big lessons here, spiritual lessons. Virgo. Exposing an authority for the world to see. A light is being shown on some sort of powerful person or part of your life, and the world is seeing it, and there's an admiration here. There is some sort of admiration for the path that you've been on, or admiration that is lucky, unforeseen burden. So there's this, whatever this was, people might have not known in your life about it. They might have not known you struggled with this, and now finally they're seeing it for the first time. What was hidden in plain daylight is now brought. The light is brought to the darkness. The moon brings the light to the darkness. And it's pretty to look at. And everything looks different at night, you know what I mean? So what you think is a big problem could be an unforeseen lucky situation. The lucky path that has been trying, or the lucky path that unforeseen choices having to do with some sort of cycle. The moon cycle. The answer is in the moon cycles as well. There's some kind of esoteric power within all this as well. Some sort of path. A spiritual path is the answer. This could be secrets of a psychic path, or some sort of spiritual path, psychic abilities involved, unforeseen things, exposing those, sharing those with the public, being seen for that in the public, answers to the mysteries that have been kind of troubling. There's some sort of finding something out. And what you find out, authority is now recognizing the struggles and strife of the path. So people are now starting to see that are higher up in your life, in whatever way. The struggles that you've experienced with something, and they're starting to actually, those unforeseen secrets have been happening for a long time. There's a lot of cyclical pain here as well. There could have been unforeseen or lucky secrets that were painful, but, or hard work. There's like this pain and this cleanup. So it's a cycle of toiling over something and dealing with it, and then having to take it on and then clean it up, and then take it on and clean it up. So there's also a sacrificial path. This could be some kind of, this could have to do with the sacrifice that you're making by exposing this about yourself, or a spiritual path is the answer. Spiritual knowledge is the answer. Light powering the darkness. Light exposing some strength of the inner psyche. Little unforeseen or missed steps along the path, or lucky choices along the way in terms of struggles. There's a little bit of anxiety here over this. You feel pretty worked up about it, not necessarily in a bad way, but just super like, oh my God, what did I just do? Or, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. But it's almost an excited, nervous. There's communication here. There's also a couple here. So a couple might be helping you, or be a clients of yours for this side hustle that you're doing now. If this has to do with a relationship, I suggest any secrets that you are keeping from your partner, you tell them soon, because they will be coming out, and a lot more people are going to be seeing them probably than just your partner. Unforeseen secrets that cause arguments. The answer is everyone around you recognizing that you're a talented debater. That the answer is that you are being recognized as a fighter as well. That's really awesome, because if this situation is the previous, not the relationship issues, but the previous things I talked about, people are seeing how strong you are and how much you've taken in life, how many beatings you've taken. In terms of, not that it's important that people see your struggles, but sometimes it's important for them. So I think that that's what the sacrifice is. There's the cross and the whip. So this is very Christ conscious. There is a sacrifice made for the better good of everybody here. And that might be, if you're in a relationship, coming clean, or the other person coming clean, or if you're psychic or working in the psychic fields of any kind, or feeling like you're going through a spiritual awakening, this is that awakening. This is the awakening of the psychic phenomena or psychic experience within you. Psychic gifts within you are being opened. Your third eye might be opening, and you're getting psychic hits like crazy. And these may feel burdensome at times, but they're very powerful. There's a strength here. There is a protection here. Things being exposed and brought to the light, or a light being shined in the darkness. A path that is both unforeseen and kind of there's being some strength in it. There's power in it, and it happening over and over again. So there's a luck of authority here as well, in some kind of cycle. So a lucky big break in terms of cleaning up something that's been a pain in the butt for a long time. Virgo, this is so interesting. A treasure of mass quantities is found. Success along a path of your choice is being recognized by the public. There is a beauty of writing as well, or a beautiful book that is written, or some kind of piece of writing. A cleaning up of writing, unforeseen or lucky, some kind of lucky piece of written work. Maybe a self-help book of some kind. There's also some sort of burden of authority and getting in trouble, and luck of authority being the answer, or some unforeseen authority being the answer. So there might be a clue to a situation that's out there. This could be in the macro or the micro in your world, that is found in terms of a crime. And what wasn't known, it could have been right under the nose of whoever was working on the case. And this closes the case, or is the answer to, and you're going to hear about this on the news. This is the news. It's coming in. It's flooding in, actually, about some sort of sleuth finding something promising. A little secret that's beating you up, or that's caused a lot of pain. A cross in the road. So that's kind of a little bit morbid, but we might be finding somebody we've been looking for a long time in the media. That's gone missing. A key is exposed. The answer is exposed to these troubles, to this kind of continuum that we've been on. A luck of a path that is painful. If you are having any kind of procedure done, it might be painful, and a lot of work, but looks like it'll still be lucky. Any illness that's exposed ends up being a good thing at the end. You get a little luck on your side, and things clear up or look better. The burden of expression is lucky. So any troubles you have communicating with somebody end up being good anyway. Good secrets as well. There's something good about these secrets. It could be that they're not great, but there's a silver lining. There's something, and there's like little trinkets. There's a little key. There's this little clover, and there's this big bear in the middle. So these are like following. There's like this something little that ends up being something huge. And you might not know it, but other people might. It might help them out, and they see it, you know. Reading at night also becomes a new kind of choice of yours, and it leads to success in some way, shape, or form. Someone might take a picture of something and catch a spiritual phenomenon within the picture as well. And that might be something that's on the news, or that your friend shows you or something. Somebody who's a debunker might find something interesting. A lot of communication about finances. A lot of communication about finances, or there's some sort of smart contract or agreement that is made that is uplifting. All right, Virgo. It looks promising to be exciting for sure. I don't see anything too bad. I mean, there are some things that were terrible in there, but I feel like on the whole, in the most general sense, this is a very positive reading. The whip is like the only troubling card in the whole deck, other than, so like, it's like there's a sandwich of two bad things sandwiching a bunch of good cards. So I feel like on the outside looking in, it might look bad, but in the inside, you get all these positive, good stuff out of it. So take it for what you will, Virgo, and with a grain of salt. And I will talk to you next month. Bye.